Hey, what's going on, guys? Buster Splash back with another video. These are some more casual matches, and I've got some things that I want to talk about, so I figured I'd, make a commentary. So I've been playing not casual. I've been playing ranked matches recently. So the issue that I've run into is basically I've gotten pretty comfortable with the character Cammy now. I still drop her combos all the time. It's kind of annoying, but I've gotten pretty comfortable to the point to where casual matches are too free. I feel like because everybody's there testing their characters, you run into guys playing seriously occasionally, but a lot of the times it's just people testing out characters and various things like that. And so it was like I felt like there was barely competition, which is basically how it is. So I figured I'd go to ranked match, and if I am playing against people that aren't good, then I'll just get points, and then I'll start playing against people that are good. And if the people that I'm playing against are really good, then I'll just I'll lose or whatever against them, but at least they'll be good players, and and it's more competitive. Because I was starting to get a little bored. So I started playing it like that. I haven't gotten anything too good yet. Most of the matches are kind of I didn't really think any of them were that great, so I'm not gonna post any of those, the ones that I have so far. But it's been going okay. I've been dropping so many combos. I actually, after playing a match and maybe dropping 7 or something just in one round, it was insane. I went into training mode, did the combos, did them all with no effort at all, and it's not like I'm getting nervous in the match or anything like that. I'm just not doing it. I don't know. I figure it's probably just maybe lack of familiarity with the character. With Ryu, I definitely did drop combos too, but there were certain ones that I just didn't drop, but I've been using Ryu a lot longer. And at this point I would have to assume it's probably something like that. I don't know. I would just, the only thing I can do with that is just keep playing. I can go into training mode at the beginning of my session, practice the combos, and then after that, I just pretty much have to keep playing, and hopefully it all works out. I don't know. I'll update you guys. But this is me going against. Oh man, that was sick. This video was actually a little old. But I remember, I still remember getting super salty at that guy waiting to super me right there. He's what I notice against people that I struggle against when I'm using Cammy, people who don't approach me. Cammy's whole objective is to get in, right? So when people play lame and they don't look how mad I was. You see, I was mashing that button. I was mashing it so hard that I quit the match and restarted it again. That did trigger me a little bit, but gotta regain my composure. So yeah, see, I remember thinking here, man, there are so many times where I did a block string and then I tried to go for the throw afterwards, and I was just out of range, and then I got punished for it and stuff. Right there, I tried to do the shimmy, didn't work. I went back too far. Yeah, and that's -2, so I did try going for a throw there and got punished for it. I should always back up. And woke up with buttons. My meaty timing is off too. Another thing. So a lot of people in my area, my skill area, they don't quick rise. It's rare that somebody will quick rise. Everybody just does nothing. Most people don't really understand the benefits of quick rising. I never really even quick rise myself. Occasionally I do, but that's just not something most people do. And so it kind of makes it harder to time meaty stuff. He did quick rise there, and I still messed it up. I went behind him though. I think it's still the same. I think it's just one dash. You're still at advantage. Yep. So he wasn't trying to confirm anything, and I dropped that there. A lot of the times when I was dropping combos earlier on, it's because I was trying to link 2 medium punches together after something, and usually you can't. Usually you're out of distance if you hit them, and you just have to confirm off the first medium punch. So you just have to know that it's negative and punish it. So what I've been doing is, you know, testing out stuff. Like, so after I block something, I'd press medium punch once, and if I get like a counter hitter, or if I get like a hit or something like that, then I'll know, okay, maybe I can punish this. The next time I'll just do it. And you know, that's kind of how I've just been going about it. I feel like the most annoying thing about playing like fighting games is like knowing the frame data for everybody, right? Knowing what's plus and what's negative for everybody. That's a pain. Look at this pressure. And look at that. See, again, just out of range to throw. I messed up my pressure. And this guy, he's trying to jump out. And I'm doing good with the anti-airs. And right here, what I'm doing, again with the anti-airs, yeah, that's a good way to counter like that standing medium kick, is just to do a low attacking move. Basically what I was doing to that guy in the corner is the equivalent of using Ryu and using like fireballs to pressure the opponent, and every time they try to jump, DP them. But it's so much easier when you don't have to do a fireball or a DP to anti-air. You know, you just press one button, because for one thing, that button that I'm pressing recovers a lot quicker than me shooting a fireball. So I'm not as much of a at as much of a disadvantage. And on top of that, a lot of characters have things that can go through fireballs, so I mean, it's just a lot more efficient. Yeah, so I think I was talking about how, yeah, see, I actually got my meaty there because I realized that he was getting up with buttons. Tried to shimmy there. I went back a little too far. I have to get the timing down for that a little more. Yeah, so getting in with Cammy. Whenever I see like people use Cammy, they're dive kicking all over the place. They're just letting it fly, right? They're jumping non-stop. And that's just what you got to do with Cammy. She has to get in. You can do it on the ground, but ultimately you have to be able to effectively use your dive kicks and your different buttons when you're jumping to change your jump arc and try and be able to get in and do some damage once you're in. And so that's what I've been practicing recently. Like, I've just been so yeah, just as of today, whoa, and I got really good there. He tried to punish him with a button or a move. I've been trying to just let the dive kicks fly, just get in and, you know, see how the opponent deals with it, you know, because you can anti-air everything she does. Like, nice, and I get the meaty there, and I switched it up. You can anti-air everything she does, and again, he's pressing buttons, but look at me, I dropped the spiral arrow. Doesn't matter though, because I clean it up. And that time, me doing that super combo off of the Dizzy, I've gotten a Dizzy quite a few times, and she looks so cool after her super. Look at, just looking at you, that's so sick. It reminds me of like Ken from Ultra Street Fighter 4, when he did his Ultra 1, and he'd just be smiling at you for like 3 or 4 frames before he finishes doing the DP. Like, that's what Cammy's Ultra is, just to have to stare into her eyes. So cool. And I like wearing the purple color here because it also matches her eyes. So, what was I saying? I don't know what I was saying before. Something about Cammy and having to jump. Oh yeah, you can anti-air all of her attempts to get in. Her dive kicks, they have no invincibility, and they're negative. Damn, that sucks. But, you know, it's fair. She's really good. They're negative if you do them, you know, at most distances. They have to be at like a really perfect distance for you to get, like, for you to be able to pressure. So, you know, it's dangerous because you're dive kicking and you do it at a wrong angle, right? And then if the opponent goes for a throw, you can throw in tech. But if their opponent is pressing buttons, then if you try and throw, you're definitely gonna get punished for that. And if you just block, you're gonna get thrown. So I'm not really sure if there's like an optimal solution there. If I have to guess, I want to know if I can. I have to test it out, I guess. Maybe I can just walk back after a dive kick and hold back, and then maybe be out of range of a throw, and also no, I don't think so, because I'm like -5. I think I have to just take the mix up, and honestly, that makes it hard. When I watch these pro players play, I'm like, why aren't they getting anti-airs? Like, you can stop all of her dive kicks, every single jump in. It's different arcs, yeah, but you can just press a button. You don't always have to, like, you don't have to do a DP. You can press medium punch, or you can press a button and stuff out her moves, her dive kicks and stuff like that. So, you know, it's not super, it shouldn't be super easy for her to get in. And I've had players anti-air my dive kick attempts, and what I do is I just keep doing it, and eventually they're not able to do it as well. Like one ball rock player I was playing against earlier today, he successfully anti-aired my dive kick like 5 or 6 times in a row, and I started to use, I started to not use dive kicks, and I just like used like medium punch and stuff like that. And then because timing was a little bit differently, he wasn't able to successfully anti-air. So I guess what I would have to do is just kind of mix up the way I do it. And man, I love having a useful V trigger, you know, something that does like instant damage like that. I really think I've read some comment today about like what they should do for reuse V trigger. I think they should make it last longer, because it's so outdated. It's like, you know, what, you can throw faster fireballs and charge it to unblockables. That's so useless compared to like Urian's V trigger, right? And like the top tier characters have such useful V triggers. Guiles. I mean, if you think about reuse V trigger, man, it sucks. It's not that great, and it runs out super fast too. It's 2 bars. That's nice, but I don't know. I don't know what they can do. I saw somebody say that when he's in V trigger, he should get like parries in the air. That's kind of silly to me. I feel like they should make it take longer or make it 3 bars. I feel like 3 bars would be kind of a nerf too, because then it takes longer to get. But all I know is that his V trigger is kind of not that great. He gets me with the jump in there. You know, Cammy's has really good anti-air options. However, when people are at like a particular distance and they can cross you up, it's really hard to anti-air with their back medium punch and also DPing. Most of the time you're just going to DP in the wrong direction unless you do it properly, so that way when they're on the other side it comes out. I've practiced that in training mode, however I couldn't do it consistently, so I don't even attempt doing it. I don't attempt to do it in a match online. And that heavy kick there was supposed to be a spiral arrow punish. Yeah, I don't attempt to do that kind of stuff online because it's hard to do. So I just block it out for now. But when you block it out, you run the risk of getting like thrown or being put in whatever vortex that character has. It's a Akuma player. I've been finding a lot of Akumas online. His overhead air throw stuff, I'm not really sure how to deal with it all the time. I thought he was gonna throw me there. And look at that. I choked. I do that a lot. Like when it's crunch time, I did that today in a match too. You know, well, this Balrog, the same Balrog player I was talking about earlier, he activated his and this guy, Bet It All. He activated his V trigger, and I tried doing a full screen spiral arrow punish, and didn't work. And even other times when I do it, doesn't work. Anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. If you liked the game and what I've been talking about, please leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Peace. I will catch you guys later.